Oh, hey there, I hope that you have been doing well. My name is Nduta Wambura, and if you're not subscribed to this channel, you are doing life wrong for sure. So please go ahead and subscribe, put your notifications bell on so that you can get notified every single time I post a video. That should be my tagline, really. And I do just hope that you're getting some value from this channel, and I hope that you are planning to shoot your shot if you haven't already. So thank you so much for interacting with me on my social media as well as on this community. So I do hope that you are doing what you gotta do when you listen to these pieces of information. So now on today's video, as the title suggests, it's another generic question that is always asked about the mobility of Erasmus Mundus joint master's programs, because I guess people don't understand what we mean that you will study in one country, another country, then what? Is it for real? How does it work really? So this video is for you. So now Erasmus Mundus joint master's programs, just as the name suggests, they are joint programs that are carried out by various European universities, as well as collaborations from other universities that are not within the European continent. And you will find that nowadays we have several universities from the Asian continent, from African continent. We even have the US as well. So Erasmus has been growing and growing and growing for quite a long time now, and the structure nowadays, it has not yet changed. The fact that the programs, once again, are for 2 years, so which means again those are 4 semesters, right? So what usually happens is that each of the programs, when you go to the catalog, you will find every other program, and listed there will involve at least a minimum of 2 European universities. So what that means is that 2 universities, or 2, 3, 4, 5 universities have come in together. They have agreed that, hey, we are going to bring this program to prospective students, and it's going to be for 2 years, right? So what usually that means is that each of those participating universities agree as to how the structure of the 2-year program is going to be, which means that they agree that maybe they will have students initiating their course in University A, then they go to University B, then go to University C, and then perhaps for their 4th semester, which is their thesis semester, they will choose to go to any of University A, B, C to do their thesis work. So I will give an example. So for example, say a program has involvement in Spain, Portugal, and Germany, right? So which means that for the 1st semester, the students will go to Spain, maybe, and then the 2nd semester they will go to Portugal, the 3rd semester they will go to Germany, and then for their 4th semester they will choose between Spain, Portugal, and Germany, where they would like to do their thesis based on maybe the supervisor that they were able to get during their 1st, 2nd, and 3rd semesters, and they will go back to the any of those 3 universities to finalize their thesis. Now you might find that there will be maybe some internships in between, depending on the program, once again, because not all programs actually have the internship program. But during the summer break, as well as maybe the winter break, you might also find that there are winter schools and summer schools happening in various programs. So this is something that usually happens. So which means that you will be moving into those various different countries that are involved in your program, and that is what we say is the mobility of Erasmus, which means that you will have to move from one country. So yes, you uproot everything and move. So maybe, for example, you're coming from Kenya, so you come from Kenya, go to Spain, stay in Spain maybe from September all the way to February, then pack up and then go to Portugal. and do your other semester, and then pack up again and then go to Germany and do your other semester. And then from for the fourth semester, depending on where you choose, maybe you want to go back to Germany, or maybe you want to go back to Portugal, then you will have to move once again into that different country. Now in between, obviously it's a lot. The movement is usually takes a lot because you have to look for accommodation, you have to look for maybe flights or maybe a bus. It's very easy to move around in Europe. Or maybe you want to maybe use trains and all these kind of things, or send your luggage ahead of time, because you will find that you amass quite a lot of luggage in the various different countries. You might choose to maybe leave some of the stuff with maybe friends that you might have made within the initial country, and so on and so forth. So this happens quite a lot, and usually what happens is that you would use the travel allowance that you are given in each of the years to move to these other different countries. Usually moving around Europe is very, very affordable, as well as very convenient, so you don't have to worry about the cost of the flight and so on and so forth. So these are things that you also need to be aware about. Now, looking for accommodation can be quite a mind-boggling thing. However, the universities usually help with this, or you can find communities such as Erasmus student networks, or you can have buddy systems that are within the universities, certain universities. So you have to ask the international office or the coordinator of your program where you possibly could get things to do with accommodation, how to reintegrate into a different country, and so on and so forth. So this is the core of Erasmus. And in any case, you find that when you come and begin your Erasmus course, that you will make friends from your own classroom or else, and you find yourself that you want to go around and explore the European continent, and this happens quite a lot. So the mobility is from one country to the other. You might also find that there is mobilities for internships or outside Europe. So you can find students going to Singapore or Malaysia, others going to the United Arab Emirates and to Africa to do their internship, or to do some sort of research or collect their data, these kind of things. So it's mobility based. You move from one place within the European continent or outside the European continent, and within this period, as long as your program, as long as your mobility is within the structure of your program, then you will still be getting the monthly stipend of 1,000 euros per month, and you would also be getting the allowances that were promised. You would still be covered for your tuition fees as well as insurance, and so on and so forth. So like I said before in my previous video, I think Erasmus Mundus scholarship is one of the most generous scholarships within the European continent, and no wonder it is quite competitive as well. So I hope that this video has cleared some questions that you might have been having, and as usual, please interact with me on the comment section. Let me know if you have any other questions, and also follow me on any of the social media handles. I am Nduta Wambura on all of them, and until next time, bye.